Maya is so powerful that we forget our nature. Our life goes by like flash of lighting and we don't recognize. This bhajan was composed by Saint Kabir, who lived in 1450, around that time he lived. And he brought tremendous spiritual teaching in the form of bhajans. So this bhajan I will sing and then explain. संगति कछ भूल कीनी तूने बिरथा जन्म गयो रे तूने कबहुन कृष्ण गयो ये संसारा मतलब का लोभी झूठा ठाठ रचो कहत कबीरा समझ मन मूरख तू हुई क्यों बोल गयो रे तूने कबहुन कृष्ण गयो। Your life spent in flesh easily, just like talking, life went by. When you are 5-year-old, young, you are in playing and time goes by, so you are busy playing. When you are 25, you have ambitions, you travel abroad, you travel, go here, there, and run after accomplishment. When you turn 30, then you think a little bit, but greed increases. Like, let me make a little bit more before I start meditating. So one goes into that, and then one collects millions and billions and this and attachments, but one doesn't get satisfied because Maya is such, desires are such, you cannot satisfy. Satisfying the desire is like putting out the fire with kerosene. It grows more, so they never get satisfied. As time goes by, one becomes old, then one becomes lazy, one becomes weak. Throat is choking, that means all kind of sickness comes. One has no capacity, and one hasn't practiced satsang. You know, satsang like what we do, being with people, awakening higher spirit, and wasted the whole life. So Saint Kabir says, this world is illusion. It is external show, is not real. Wake up and remember your true nature. So this is the essence. So really, one should wake up from childhood. One should start putting the brake in the middle of the age, so that middle of, life cycle, so that you are able to withdraw gradually, because you cannot put the brakes all of a sudden. You flip or you cannot stop. So one should start withdrawing gradually. That is the third stage of life. Vanaprasthashram means semi-retirement. And last stage of life, full retirement. And that is what I have chosen, got rid of everything, more dedicated time, because that is the goal of life. Because in our illusion we think, like, let me do this much, then I will be satisfied. But never ends. It grows and grows. Also, in the middle age, one should prepare oneself for retirement. That means saving. Just doing everything so that you can live independently. Otherwise, you are dependent on government, you are dependent upon your children. It is slavery. When you are dependent, you cannot meditate. Just like I got rid of yoga retreat, I got rid of everything, little by little got rid of all the possessions so that I can retire. But I'm still teaching yoga out of love. But if I was relying on yoga income for survival, I cannot hold this class, because this doesn't even pay for the basic expense, right? 2-3 people in the
So it's your dharma.
I'm doing out of love. I'm not relying for survival. If you rely on for survival, even if you are young, you have to push yourself for survival. You lose the joy of life. So you should work with joy, but be wise and be prepared so you can sustain yourself. So taking care of yourself is not selfishness. Okay? So one should take care of oneself. The whole message is wake up. Don't get lost in the world. Our goal in life is to know thyself. Awaken yourself. Find peace. Be liberated before death comes. Entire life is to prepare for death, because essence of our life comes at the time of death and determines our next life. So really, Buddhists say, entire life is preparation for death. Matter of fact, you cannot expect to go somewhere, where if you are on the wrong road, if you are going on Garden State Parkway north, and you expect to go to Cape May, it won't happen.
You're not going to get there.
That's right. So this is why, awaken and get proper action. Okay. Before it's too late, because life is to find joy. And when we are talking about dharma, there are 4 purusharthas, 4 attainments I have in the books. Artha means wealth, kama means pleasure. Then other 2 attainments are dharma and moksha. One should strive for attaining dharma, means living in harmony, and moksha means meditation and liberation. These 2 will survive death. You should not spend so much time for wealth and pleasure, because they can give you temporary pleasure and satisfaction, but you have to leave it behind at the time of death. So this is the real worthwhile earning is dharma, moral living. If you do moral living, you find joy now and next life. And if you prepare for moksha in this life, you find joy and also next life. So there is a joy in the beginning, middle and end if you are on the right path. But if you are not awake, you are running after wealth and pleasure, and time goes by, childhood, middle age and old age, and then old age is left for worrying and repenting, I wasted my life. So if you grow with spiritual awareness, as you grow older, even your body gets older, you find greater joy in life. If you live with attachment as you grow older, you become more insecure and more fearful. And this is why older people who are without awareness, they become very possessive, they become very angry because they fear the death, because they haven't lived properly.
Stress, yeah.
Stress. Okay, so that is the message. About
The big one.
Shah Bhagwan.